God darn it, they're so good. That's I mean, it's 3 for 3. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna do my third The Libertines song. The other two, Can't Stand Me Now, that was the first one. What a revelation. It really was. I love that song. That's going on the Into the Music playlist as I actually adjust my cap here. Um, it's going to reflect, it's going to contain all of the creme de la creme reactions on this channel going back a year and a half. The ones that just absolutely knocked my socks off. And that song did. And then I did Don't Look Back into the Sun. And I like that a lot too. That might make it. I have to kind of got to go back on that a couple of times, but I like that song a lot too. And I think those two came off their debut album. And so, and I'm trying to remember what that was. So yeah, Time for Heroes. That's the name of the song here. Don't know the song. Everything I'm listening to by the Libertines, it's all new to me. And so yeah, and I am loving this band. I really am. So I won't say anything else. Let me get. Oh, and actually, I pulled out. Looks like a sort of live appearance on a TV show some many years ago. So just kind of like looking at what they look like. They look really young. So let me zip it and let me get into the song.
You see the stylish hit the riot, shoveled up my funks in the night on fire with blue,
Wow, how young, how brand spanking young they are. It's crazy. First time seeing them in action at this age. Wow. All right, here we go. Restarting.
You see the stylish hit the riot, shoveled up my funks in the night on fire with blue, trousers down the head rush. The bush, cherish you, my love. Oh, I cherish you, my love. Oh, but what can you want now? You've got it all. And the scene is obscene. How much to put away? A year and a day. Still Bones knows what I mean. He knows it's eating. Chewing me up, and it's no other young ones. Nothing up, London. It's all in my hand. It's all up the walls. The scales, it's a rubble. My whole stakes are down. It's these ignorant faces who bring this town down here aside. And some will cry. Sit down on my knees. I pass myself down on my knees. Oh, but what can you want now? You've got it all.
They have such interesting chord changes. They really do in all their songs. The ones I've heard so far, which is coming, I think, all from this first album. Right? I think this is from their debut album. Yeah, great chord changes, so melodic, and the energy. Every song I've reacted to so far, just energy, just bristling. All right, here we go. Let's try to write it out.
The scene is obscene, that was to put away a year and a day. Still Bones knows what I mean, he knows it's fewer more distressing sights than that of an Englishman in a baseball cap and will die in the possible. Clash of our own mind. It's been a clash of our own mind.
So I understand that Pete Doherty, is that how you pronounce his last name? He had a real severe drug addiction. Um, I think he landed in jail, right? A couple times. Um, I and I bring that up because I think that's really what sort of fractured the band, right? And then they did get back together a couple times. I think 2010, they did some touring together and stuff, and then I think they officially got back together in 2014. See, I'm trying to retain the information that I found out, right, in my previous two reactions. That's why it's good, right, that I do a sort of a post discussion and look into information. So I'm not kind of like, always sort of starting, at the starting line every song for every band that I keep doing. Anyway, so with that said, yeah, and here's the reason why I bring this up, because God darn it, they're so good. That's, I mean, it's 3 for 3. They just had this knack for songwriting. The lyrics are really interesting. I got to get into. I pulled them up, so we'll get into the lyrics in a few minutes. But the melodies, they're so melodic, right? But but they have that rock sound, and they had that gritty, dirty kind of, with the guitar and everything else, there's sort of reckless abandonment. I detected that a lot in the last song I reacted to, Don't Look Back Into the Sun. And in this one, I don't detect that so much as the previous one, but there's still that kind of, there's just that sort of loosey kind of feel to their song, to their songwriting. Um, they're a tight band, but there's still is a loosey goosey and just in their song structure. I think just the way they put their songs, it's all by purpose. It's all design. They just have that sort of just knack. It's their style. It's the feel. I'm trying to articulate it right, but you know, I mean, it's just the DNA, of that band. And what they were putting out in that, I think this might be off their debut album too. We'll find out in the information I pulled up. But this performance goes back a long way. I think around the time the album was released. So I would say that this was also on that debut album. If I'm right, I mean, holy crap, that should go down as one of the greatest debut albums of all time. I'm serious. I'm just, and again, I bring up his drug addiction with that because this band should have been way bigger than what, I mean, folks in the UK right now are probably like, what? They are big. Uh, although there have been comments for those past two reactions where folks have kind of said, if only, they didn't go through that turmoil, and I think to Carl's credit, right? Carl Barat, um, seemed like, there was that friction and for a while there, right? I mean, understandably so. But it seems like he stood by Pete, and the fact that they got back together and all like that, that's amazing. That really is. So I am interested in checking out some of their latest stuff. But right now I'm exploring. I mean, I should just kind of just do the whole damn album, right? People right now, in unison, thousands of people, I hope, watching this reaction right now. But yeah, just such energy. The vocals, I wonder, so this is Pete singing, right? And I just wonder if is it Pete singing the other two songs, Can't Stand Me Now and Don't Look Back Into the Sun? Because I know both of them sing. Because I remember a much like kind of higher pitched voice in those other two songs. So I wonder if that was maybe called who was singing then. So folks, I'm learning about this band, like, I'm sort of starting, way early on here. So please understand and please help me out. Definitely. And so yeah, the energy I mentioned, the melody, the chord changes, that's the thing too, right? That's what goes into like what makes these songs so um I don't know, just so entertaining, just to listen. I mean, it's just candy. Candy. I'm trying to like, I don't know, it's candy. It's candy to my ears, if that makes sense, It's just, I don't know, so damn attractive and appealing. So I can't wait. I can't wait to get into the next Libertine song. Like I said, maybe I'll just do the whole damn album and get that out of the way, and then I can move forward with the later stuff. So yeah, you can tell that I'm excited. And just the one complaint that I have, just a little complaint. Um, God, it's really short. I just needed, I needed just a little bit more. Um, I don't know. I mean, the thing is though, is that you know what? Here's the thing. I was surprised. I was surprised how short it was. Um, I think when I had pulled the video in, I knew that it was short. And then when I started it, I forgot, you know, and then I was like, oh crap, it's done already. So I guess you can make the argument that that's a song, I mean, they put anything else in, it was going to change it and possibly, um, make it into something, less appealing, or good. Um, so, but I don't know, I guess because it was just so good, maybe give me another sort of go around with the guitars or something like that. Oh, that guitar playing, the solo playing, that's gritty. Oh, that was so good. That was good, right? I mean, it wasn't anything, guitar shredding like, godlike, but you don't need that. You don't need that. You need something that was inventive, and um, it was just in the moment there. It was absolutely spot on. That was brilliant. So yeah, so let me pull up. I got it actually all pulled up, ready to go. I just haven't checked it out yet. So I'm not going to go into the band in Wiki. I've done that a couple of times. I'm going to go right into the song information from Wiki. And it's saying that Time for Heroes is off, right? The debut album, Up the Bracket. I got to remember that in my head. Ingrained in the Brain. Released in January 2003 as the second single from that album. It placed at number 20 in the UK singles chart. This is based on Pete's experiences and police brutality at the London May Day riots of 2000. May Day riots, I do have some memory of that, at least, just knowing that that happened. But I don't really know details, whatever. So uh, anyone who can sort of share that, uh, let me know, please. Fill me in. So let me actually get into the lyrics. Now I'm really excited to dig into these lyrics here. What is he saying? So it starts off, did you see the stylish kids in the riot? Shoveled up like muck and set the night on fire. Wow. Right there, opening lines, man. That's fire. Talk about fire. I'm not even trying to be funny at all. Um, okay. It just placed me right there. Wombles bleed, truncheons and shields. You know I cherish you, my love. Verse 2. But there's a rumor spread, nasty disease around town. You caught round the houses with your trousers down. A head rush in the bush. You know I cherish you, my love. Oh, how I cherish you, my love. Tell me what you want now. You've got it all. The whole scene is obscene. Time will strip it away, a year and a day. And Bill Bones knows what I mean. Verse 3. He knows it's eating. It's chewing me up. It's not right for young lungs to be coughing up blood. And it's all in my hands, and it's all up the walls. And in verse 4, man, for a short song, he definitely sang a lot, man. He really had a lot to say. That's amazing. Really. I think it was like what, 2 minutes and 58 seconds. That, it's really remarkable. um, well, the stale chips are up and the hope stakes are down. It's all these ignorant faces that bring this town down. Ignorant faces. Okay. Ignorance, man. That that's the real crime, right? And I sighed and sunk in with pride. Well, I passed myself down on my knees. Yes, I passed myself down on my knees. And in the chorus, now tell me, what can you want now? You've got it all. The whole scene is obscene. So he's talking to the politicians or to the police force or both. The whole scene is obscene. Time will strip it away. A year and a day, and Bill Bones knows what I mean. Verse 5. That's another verse. He knows there's fewer more distressing sights than of an Englishman in a baseball cap, and will die in the class we were born, but that's a class of our own, my love, a class of our own, my love. And verse 6, did you see the stylish kids in the riot shoveled up like muck back to, I think, verse 1, right? Set the night on fire, wombles, bleed, truncheons, and shields. You know I cherish you, my love. Yeah, I cherish you, my love. Yeah, I guess he was singing rapid fire, able to say all that. Um, yeah, I don't understand a lot of this because I just don't know enough about that event. So I really hope that people can clue me in. Um, but this is great songwriting. It's just it's so interesting, and you know it has lines here that give that imagery. I mean, it's kind of putting me there, even though I'm really lacking the details. Um, but it's somehow putting me there. I just don't know enough context, right? And like some of the things that he's saying, how it connects to what happened. And so I just need those kind of connect the dots kind of thing. So if you can help me out with that, I would greatly appreciate that. But I really do hope that you like this reaction. Um, and if you love this song, tell me why, give me perspective. I guess that'll be tied into sort of shedding light on that event, right? Because I mean that's what it's all about. Um, and let me know what that next song should be from the Libertines. Another, I'm talking about maybe just doing the whole album, right? And doing the 3 songs I've done already and plus the others. Let me know what you think about that idea. And if I don't do the album, like what is that next song from this album or maybe something else from them, right? Let me know. And in the meantime, I hope to see every one of you on the next episode of Into the Music.